Alright, so today we're going to be making pelau, but we're not just making any type of pelau, we're making pigtail pelau. And as a bonus, we're even going to be adding in some smoked pork bones. Yeah, so to start, we have to, of course, caramelize our sugar. So just adding in some oil, brown sugar, of course. Right, so you want our sugar to melt and begin to caramelize, which will add a lot of depth and flavor to our pelau. What we don't want to do is we don't want to burn the sugar, so this is something you really have to stand up over and watch. So as soon as the sugar starts to dissolve, I will then start to mix the sugar to allow it to melt and caramelize evenly. Right, so we see the sugar starting to melt, turn dark brown in color and start to foam up. So that's my cue. This will help the sugar caramelize much more evenly, preventing any of the sugar from burning and turning bitter in taste. I'm also using the spatula to feel for any remaining sugar granules. So as soon as it starts to foam up like this and give you this rich caramelized color, that's my cue to add in my pigtail and smoked bones. So I'm not going to mix this. I'm just going to drop my heat till about medium and evenly distribute the pigtail and smoked bone. What will happen here is, depending on the temperature of your pigtail and smoked bone, it may bring down the temperature of the sugar, causing it to recrystallize. So what you want to do is just drop your heat to medium or just under medium, cover, and let your pigtail and smoked bone start to sweat and come back up in temperature, also giving your sugar a chance to start to brown your pigtail and smoked bone. Okay, so we're going to leave this for about 3 to 5 minutes and come back. Right, so it's been about 5 minutes now. So let's see. Our heat is still at medium. At this time, we're going to add in, make a little hole in the middle. Look at that color on our pigtail. Yeah, so just going to make a hole in the middle. Add in some roucou, our rice. This has been washed. So a little pro tip is when you wash the rice, you actually remove some of the starch, which prevents your your pelau from becoming too sticky, at the end. And some pigeon peas. I'm using canned pigeon peas today. So just gonna give this a mix. What we want to happen here, we want that caramelized sugar to lend its color to the rice and the peas. Also the roucou will help with that too. So I'm just gonna give it a mix. You see the color already starting to come through. I'm just gonna cover this and leave it to cook over medium heat for about 10 minutes to allow everything to come up in temperature and also for the sugar to do its work along with the roucou to start to brown the rice and the peas. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes now, so let's check our pelau. Give it a little turn. A little bit sticking at the bottom, but that's alright, no problem. Once we add any liquid, all of that will come off easy. So we could see the sugar is doing its job. Now with the pigtail, I boiled the pigtail once, so I boiled out some of the salt, but it still has salt, so I'm mindful of that. I'm just adding some more salt, some black pepper, cubed carrots, pumpkin, sprigs of thyme, some onion, garlic, pimento, Spanish thyme, and hot pepper. With the hot pepper, I removed the seed and pith. Yeah, so it's just flavor and mild heat. Right, and then I just add in some coconut milk, and I will just cover all the ingredients with water. Right, so you want to give this a good mix until all the ingredients are evenly incorporated. Once that is done, you could cover your pot, raise your heat to high to bring your temperature back up. As soon as you see the mixture starting to boil, reduce your temperature back down to medium and let cook until your rice is fully cooked, which should take on average about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna cover. All right, so let's check in on our pilau. Still has a little way to go, but the rice is, let's taste the rice and see. Yeah, man. Rice is about 80% there. So what I'll do now, just to finish, continuing to build on the flavor, we're just gonna add in some freshly cut Chadon Beni and Chive. We're adding this now because as a fresh ingredient, we wanna take full advantage of its aroma. Yeah, so we're just gonna mix this in and continue to let this cook until all the liquid has evaporated. And the last thing to do is just taste for salt and plate up.